What's up, everybody? Welcome to Diamond Owl Studios, the #1 place for music reactions. I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan. We are back with another reaction just for you.
That's right. We're back, baby. Tell them what's going on, Don.
So today we are doing a reaction to none other than Bruce Springsteen.
That's right. Bruce Springsteen. And we've done one reaction to him before. We did Dancing in the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
That was my absolute first introduction to Bruce Springsteen. And I have not listened to anything from him yet. So besides that. So I've heard this in passing. We're listening to Born in the U.S.A. Everybody's kind of heard that in passing. But I've never listened to the full song. Don't know the video. Don't really know anything about it. Besides, I relate to it.
Yeah, I mean, I always think of my uncle because they grew up in the same town in Jersey, or they were born in the same town in Jersey. And so it just brings back this flood of memories because I worked construction with him. His nickname was Filthy Phil. He was a biker.
Damn, Filthy Phil, huh?
Maybe I'll tell you how he got the nickname. But Rob knows him, Black Pegasus, because we used to work together on construction site, believe it or not, back in the day. And it just always just like brings back the, these memories.
Filthy Phil. I gotta meet this guy. What a name, dude. What a name.
He's a character, that's for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this one, man.
You kind of know the song.
It's
you know
about
the
time we
chorus,
listen
but
to
you've
some
never...
good red-blooded American music.
Exactly. Let's dive right in.
Let's get into it. Damn.
Did you know that's what the song was about?
No, about going off to the Vietnam War?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Well, yeah, no idea at all. Did he serve?
I don't believe so. Yeah, I mean it's interesting because like the first lines of the song are like, what does he say? That I was born like in a little town. My first kick is when I hit the ground. So it's just kind of this, story of just like, right out of the gate, life is rough. You're born in a little town. Seems like he's talking about kind of like downtrodden, America.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many towns that were like that. Detroit was the wealthiest city in the world, at one time. Like it was like, I think Detroit had a GDP that was like bigger than most countries at one point.
You know what I mean? Auto
Yeah,
industry.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then they left, and then you have like places like Pittsburgh that were, steel towns, and then all those factories left. And that's what I think of when I hear this song. It's like just talking about like that real American life, but still like it's like a theme song for like love of America at the same time.
Yeah, and then you gotta put a rifle in his hand to go kill the yellow man. I had no idea that was a line in this song, but past the song itself, I mean, because we kind of have we just started listening to it, so we have a very bottom of the barrel, feel of it. But I feel like just his performance and his energy and the way he's coming across is more American than anything. It's just like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah. Like that's
Yeah.
why this song I feel like is so big, not even just because of the lyrics itself, but just
Oh, the
him. Like
energy, the way that he's wailing and belting those lyrics out,
he's
it's like
real, he
every
means that
ounce
shit.
of emotion is like going into this performance.
Absolutely. Why'd they have to zoom in on his butt at the end?
You know why?
But-
You know why?
This song is so freaking, dude. I don't know. That just amped me up. Made me just, obviously, I mean, I'm sure, it's definitely like a tribute and a song to a lot of, veterans and stuff. And I'm sure when this song came out, it was like an anthem for a lot of those guys, I do want you to look up real quick if he served or if he was just inspired to write this song because, he wanted to give a big shout out to veterans. But yeah, that was a great song, man. His energy. I'm just so surprised. Like, I don't know. I never knew anything about Bruce Springsteen. And I always was under the impression that he was like a pop artist for some reason. I don't know. But his own guilt as a draft dodger. Okay. With key influences from Ron Kovic's memoir, Born on the 4th of July, portraying a working class struggle against abandonment rather than celebrating blind patriotism. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of both of what we were talking about, like the decline of, a lot of these cities, and I could definitely get a sense of that in the songs. That's one of the things that struck me listening to it again, is just thinking about the whole era of like the hippie movement and all of that. A lot of that music was like anti-war And so that was one thing that I've always heard, is that when the veterans, were coming home, they had people like spitting on them in the airport. And so they had this somewhat unique burden. Well, yeah, definitely unique, because I think like, a lot of, when you think about like World War II, for instance, you see the pictures of like the ticker tape parades when they came home, and the, iconic like photo of like the woman like kissing the soldier. It was like, thank you. We're so, glad that you're home. It was like this feeling of like welcoming them back. It was, your son, your, husband, you were glad. And it was like the opposite. There was so much. That's where this is a little bit like inspiring in some weird way, is like people will say that we're so divided as a country right now. But, think about like the Vietnam era. I mean, there was like a total fracture of society, riots in the streets.
Yeah.
So that's cool, because like a lot of the art, like, obviously I wasn't around during that time, even though he likes to make jokes about it, but
I thought you were. I mean, no. And,
but I'd be curious to, for people that were, alive during that time, what was it like? I mean, what was the feeling? What was the mood? And what was the impact of this song? Because, from what I know and what I've seen, it seemed like a lot of the artists were kind of pushing the opposite, almost feeding into that narrative of like, hating the, military troops. And so that this had to be like a powerful song for those people to be like, oh, finally we're getting some, recognition.
Yeah. Especially, like that line that he said, if he went to go get a job and the hiring man said, hey, if it's up to me, and then he goes to his veteran affairs guy, he's like, hey, you know how it goes, like he comes back, and instead of being able to like get a decent working job, like he's just kind of neglected. And, their sacrifice, they feel like they did this huge sacrifice for nothing. And yeah, I mean, that's that's sad. I mean, to me, that's really sad and really fucked up, because they were out there like, dude, they were watching their friends die. They were protecting our, our land. And it's sad to see, but.
Yeah. And it says that he was inspired by the book, Born on the 4th of July, which I'm pretty sure it's a Tom Cruise movie. Was Tom Cruise in that?
I didn't know that was a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they turned it into a movie. I was very young. I don't know if I ever watched like the whole movie, but it is like, I think the guy's in a wheelchair. Like he got, his legs blown off in Vietnam.
Like Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I was like getting confused. I'm like, am I confusing
that with Forrest
Gary
Gump?
Sinise? Let me do another reaction where people are like, you idiot.
But yeah, absolutely great song. What a banger. Shout out to Bruce Springsteen. I mean, he's a freaking rock star, man. I didn't really know that.
And he is interesting because you definitely get that working class vibe. I mean, even what he's wearing on stage, it's like, the leather, the jean jacket and stuff like that. It gives me a very like kind of working class, more like, dude riding his motorcycle.
Did girls just fucking love him?
Oh,
dude?
they have, dude. That's what the butt shot at the end was for.
That's what I was wondering, bro. Like,
how could you not?
Yeah, I mean, he seems pretty dreamy,
Yeah, I mean, he seems like a dude's dude, like a guy's guy. I mean, it's like, he's got, like I said, he's got those vibes of like working class. It looks like he could be getting off from his job as a mechanic, riding the bike home,
And just slanging.
Picking up some tang on the way.
I was gonna say slanging poon, dude. But hey, man, that was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as we did. If you guys had a good time, make sure to drop a like. And if you want to join us on this journey of discovering new music, old music, everything in between, hit that subscribe button. Don't wait till later. Subscribe right now.
Yeah, put some comments below. Let us know. Let us know what we missed. Give us some details about, Bruce's, history. What do we need to know about him as an artist and about his story?
Yeah.
We appreciate your feedback. We read the comments.
We do. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.